Hello, Woodbridge families. It's Mr. Smith from fifth grade, coming to read a wonderful bedtime story to you tonight. Thank you very much for inviting me into your home. Tonight, I'm going to read to you a story. It was one of my all-time favorites that I used to read with my boys when they were little. Maybe it's a book that you've read before. Maybe it's brand new to you. Nonetheless, it's one of our favorite stories. It's called Goodnight, Goodnight Construction Site. And so here we go. Good night, construction site. What I love about this book too is all the faces and all of the trucks and bulldozers and cranes, and so look for those as I'm reading it to you. Maybe you'll find a couple faces within the actual machines. Down in the big construction site, the tough trucks work with all their might to build a building, make a road, to get the job done, load by load. You see some faces in there? Cement truck with his teeth, dump truck, bulldozer looks like he has teeth along there too. Look at the crane, looks like he has two little arms on the front. The sun has set, the work is done. It's time for trucks to end their fun. So one by one, they'll go to bed to yawn and rest their sleepy heads. Then wake up to another day of rough and tough construction play. Working hard to help his team, crane truck raises one last beam. Reaching, stretching, lifting high, he swings the beam into the sky. He'll set it down right on its mark, then off to bed. It's almost dark. See his arms? He slowly folds his boom back in, and then, with one last sleepy grin, he tucks himself in nice and tight. Oh, and then cuddles up and says, "Good night." Shh. Good night, crane truck. Good night. I love how his little arms are holding on to his little teddy bear there too. Spinning, churning all day long, cement mixer sings his whirly song. Now, he's weary and so dizzy from the fun that keeps him busy. With one last spin, he pours the load. He's ready now to leave the road. Kind of looks tired there with his eyes, doesn't he? He takes a bath, gets shiny bright, pulls up his chute, turns off his light. He cuts his engine, slows his drum, and dreams sweet dreams of twirly fun. Shh. Good night, cement mixer. Good night. And you probably take a bath before bed too, don't you? Just like the cement truck did. Dump truck loves to work and haul. He carries loads both big and small. He moves the dirt from place to place, then dumps it with a happy face. Look at that happy face he's got there. One final load spills on the heap. Crunch. Now dump truck's tired and wants to sleep. He lowers his bed. He locks his gate, rests his wheels. It's getting late. He dims his lights, then shuts his doors, and soon his engine slows to snores. Shh. Good night, dump truck. Good night. I love the Z's coming from here. He's getting some good Z's because he's snoring. This guy says, "Hey, pipe down." I wonder if it's because he's snoring. Pushing with his mighty blade, bulldozer works to smooth the grade. He clears the way to level ground and fills the air with thunderous sound. Roar! No one's as tough and as strong as he, but now he's sleepy, as can be. Look at his eyes again. He's sleepy too. Maybe your eyes are getting heavy too. He puffs some smoke out of his stack, turns off his engine, stops his track. He curls into his soft dirt bed and dreams of busy days ahead. Shh. Good night, bulldozer. Good night. Do you see the bed in the picture there? Looks like the bulldozer's got a nice blanket here, and he's got a nice pillow. And there's the end to his bed. He looks pretty cozy, doesn't he? Scooping gravel, dirt, and sand, excavator shapes the land. He digs and lifts throughout the day. But now it's time to end his play. A few more holes to dig and soon he'll roll the bed beneath the moon. He twirls upon his bumpy track, pulls up his boom, stretches his back. He sets his scoop down on the ground and snuggles up without a sound. Shh. Good night, excavator. Good night. Looks like he's got a pillow, doesn't he? These big trucks, so tough and loud. They work so hard, so rough and proud. Tomorrow is another day, another chance to work and play. Turn off your engines, stop your tracks. Relax your wheels, your stacks and backs. No more huffing and puffing, team. It's time to rest your heads and dream. I love that picture because they can see them all tucked in. Crane with his teddy bear. Look at cement truck. He's even got a little blankie on him. Bulldozer in his bed. Digger on his pillow. And even dump truck over here snoring. Construction site all tucked in tight. The day is done. Turn off the light. Great work today. Now, shh, good night. And I hope you can turn off your lights now. Go to sleep and have a great night. I look forward to see you soon. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for inviting me in tonight. Good night.